So one of my favorite ways to warm up for a particular workout of that day is to use foam rollers. So the reason why we use the foam rollers is because it essentially takes knots in the muscles that you're going to be using for that day and rolls them out. So as the article has kind of been talking about, a lot of the times when you get tweaks and pulls, it's because you have tight musculature and the muscles surrounding it are pulling on it. That's when you get those kind of strains for some of the bigger movements. So what I like to do is just for about a minute or two, I'll go through and really roll out the muscles that I'm going to be using. So if I'm deadlifting that day, I'll make sure I roll out my back, hamstrings, I'll roll out my upper back as well. You really just kind of target the muscles you're using. If I'm doing any type of overhead work, then I'll really want to roll out my lats so that I free up a lot of range of motion there. So we're just going to quickly kind of take you guys through a couple of areas that you can use on the rollers. Some of you guys do this every day. Some probably don't even know that we have it. You can use either or. We have the white one over there as well. But if you've never rolled on a foam roller, I would definitely build up to it with the one that's a little smoother. This one, you definitely feel it a little bit more, but it does take some tolerance. So the main movements that I like to do are typically every day I'll try and hit my calves, quads, lower back, and my lats. Anything else I'll just use to complement depending on the movements of that day. So all you really need to do, if I'm doing my calves, start with it. You want to apply your own body weight as the pressure to use it. So I'm pushing down on that as hard as I can while rolling it out. I'll typically just go up and down about 10 times, and I'll switch it out, hit my other leg. Slowly kind of work my way up. For the quads, that's a big one. You lay on it, start it kind of right above the knee, and then you just roll it down to your hip. Go nice and slow, make sure that you're really getting all the knots out. Again, same thing, kind of 10 times, and then switch, go to your other leg. If you kind of feel like you get tight IT bands as well, you can roll those out. You just lay on your side. Again, take it from kind of your hip to your knee, just going up and down for about 10 reps. Lower back's a big one. That's an easy one. All you do is sit on it, and then you just roll. Get the top part of your back while you're in there. Roll to the shoulder blades, and then back down. One that is underrated, that's actually probably my favorite, are lats. A lot of times, tight upper back can really restrict your range of motion. So you get in, and you roll it basically from your armpit all the way down to the middle, right around your ribs. That one definitely does not feel good, but that is a really, really easy way to kind of free up range of motion, work on your mobility a little bit. So I would suggest doing that on days you're sore and to kind of prime yourself on some of the bigger lifts. It's easy to come in a couple minutes early, grab one of these, grab some space, and then do your own little warm-up on the foam roller.